the Colts at the Raiders. Raiders 5.5 point favorites. Total 42.5. Sharp action on Vegas and the under. And Colts are another team I was thinking about because there's just so much uncertainty, but they actually do match up well with the Raiders. I mean, they play a ton of zone. The Raiders have not been doing Carr in the offense have not been doing well against zone coverage. They can stop the run. They get pressure that without blitzing a ton. And Ellinger now is going to be indoors and not going against a defense that gets a ton of pressure and the defense that struggled against running backs out of the backfield. So I think the Colts match up, but I have no idea how to handicap what Jeff Saturday and this random offensive coordinator and all this. Like, I don't know what it's going to look like. Do you have any idea?
Yeah, I mean, I can't figure out the Raiders. I bet them against the Titans. I thought that they should have covered. I bet them against the Chiefs. They covered.
Yeah.
Then I bet them against the Broncos. We got lucky there. Like, I didn't learn anything in any of the games. I don't know who they are. So very weird team. The Colts would scare me here because of Saturday. If you go back to a famous argument on the sidelines between Manning and Saturday, and he's just like, when are we going to run the ball? Run the ball. And now he came out and he said, he doesn't want to go for it as much, and he wants to worry about just getting points. Like, I feel like the Colts are just going to turn around and hand it off like 100 times and be so critical and not be aggressive at all. Yeah, I would potentially look at the under. The Colts defense played really well last week. Their offensive line is a mess. Taylor's obviously not healthy. Ellinger was a mess last week. You want to know how bad their offense was last week? I mean, Bill Belichick came out and he changed play calls. He said the Colts knew their plays and they still got blown out.
Yeah, I heard that actually. That's nuts.
The Colts were negative 35 EPA. That's their worst game since 2000. And that's the 9th worst offensive game since 2000. They were sacked 9 times. They had 0 third down conversions. They averaged 1.9 yards per play. That's the worst for a Colts offense in 45 years. Horrific. So, I mean, if you want to buy low on the Colts, this is probably your opportunity. And the Raiders aren't a team that builds margin. I just don't think it's going to work out with Saturday in the play calling. By the way, the Colts are 0-9 against the spread in the first half. Maybe the scripted portion gets better here and there's some unexpected calls, but I don't trust Saturday they do that. Like, the scripted portion has been so bad this year. And this is like the 3rd offensive coordinator in like 3 weeks. It's messy. Only one other team has started 0-9 against the first half spread since 2005, the 07 Niners. That's it. If you want to buy low, it's the Colts selling the Raiders. I can't figure out the Raiders, and I don't think I want to get involved with the Saturday experiment on a Sunday. But yeah, it's. By the way, I'm trying to figure out as I'm talking. Who the hell the 2007 49ers? Was that like Singletary? Now it's Mike Nolan. Mike Nolan. And
yeah, Mike Nolan. Yep, I remember him.
Who was their quarterback? Was that a Dilfer year?
Is that Alex Smith?
I thought it was Alex Smith. Yeah, I would have thought it was Alex Smith.
I know. Yeah, it was a Dilfer, Alex Smith, and Sean Hill with one Chris Winkie start too.
Oh wow, yeah, they had quarterback.
Florida State Seminole.
Let's see. Yeah, that was just handed off to Gore for 4 yards. That was their offense. Anyway, I love going back and looking at the random teams that I'm just who the hell was on this team?
I do that.
Who do you think led them in receiving?
I won't look. I'm trying to think. That year.
I don't think you'll ever get it.
Was it? Nah. Oh, wait. No, it wasn't. That was too early for Vernon Davis, right?
Vernon Davis was close.
Okay.
Vernon Davis had 52 catches. Delaney Walker had 21. This is a high school offense. And Frank Gore led the team with receptions with 53.
Oh, wow.
So Gore had 53. Vernon Davis had 52. Delaney Walker had 21. Their leading receiver was Arnez Battle with
That's a good
550
one.
yards.
That's a
They were
good
just
one.
this is just hand it to Gore and dink it all the entire game.
Now you're making me just
Arnez
want to bet this
Battle,
over.
man. I would have.
I mean, bet
I
this
could have got
under.
a million guesses. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing there. It
I
is
think
Colts or nothing if you could stomach it.
I think the issue with the Raiders, from what I see, is that this offense with Derek Carr, where it's like the ball is supposed to go to a certain place, is just
It
throwing
doesn't fit
Derek
him.
Carr
Yeah.
off. Yeah, he's like too robotic now, and
He needs to
like
have
if you
autonomy and just
yeah,
like
and now he's not really making reads. He's like making reads, but to a predetermined spot, and then a lot of his throws are like unnecessarily contested. It's just odd. It
yep.
doesn't look good.